Wishing you all a very, very sunny, very warm welcome to this, the virtual walk round tour of this 2016 VW Golf GTI under 41,000 mile, finished in pure white. And this my friends is what was known as the king of the hot hatches for many years. Some would still argue that this is better than a Golf R because it's got a much more rich history and heritage. Now I'm going to show you around this and show you exactly why you should consider the Golf GTI as your potential new car. So starting down here, you've got your headlights that include the daytime running lights, and you've also got the really nice red styling band only found on the GTIs. You've of course got your other standard option that comes with all of them that makes them one of the most noticeable cars on the market, the black honeycomb grille just along here. You've also got front parking sensors, nice chrome VW badge, GTI livery, and you've got your front canyons just down here. Moving on, you've got your 18-inch diamond cut Austin alloys. You've got a lovely pure white paint finish. It is a special solid paint option at factory, so it would cost you a little more than having normal. GTI livery here, pure white mirror caps, and you've got your built-in dynamic indicators. And down here you have got a black plastic splitter that just sets the side skirts off and gives it that sportier feel. You've got 65% tinted heat insulating glass, and you've got gloss black door pillars just here. Moving around, you've got more of the GTI styling, a lip spoiler on here, including your third level brake light just here. And you've got nice gloss black inserts that work really well against the pure white paintwork. You've got your LED rear lights just here, and you've got your rear parking sensors just on the bumper here. And down you've got a plastic black diffuser and a dual exhaust system with the honeycomb insert just here. So the boot itself, how big is it? Well, it's a GTI, so of course it's big enough to fit anything that you'd need. The Golfs are renowned for being cars that are practical for a family of any size, but they still retain that sporty feel that can give you that real driving pleasure. And this is not one to argue with. So down there you can see lovely straight lines, no dinks, no dents, no signs of any previous paintwork, just a really nice clean exterior on the GTI. Something that you would expect from ourselves at Emerald, who are probably the best car dealership in the UK. Now that shows us all the exterior. I'm going to head on now and show the interior features the GTI can offer you. So just before I do head in, there's another feature on this I'd like to show you, and that is of course keyless entry. And you've also got keyless start. So guys, I would highly advise with a GTI you do get an aftermarket ghost alarm fitted, just to deter any potential suitors to your vehicle who you don't want it to take home. So move the chair back. What a lovely view that is. Touchscreen media. You've also got a really nice high contrast black on white instrument cluster there with your digital information. And you've also got the flat bottom GTI embroidered multi-function steering wheel. This, ladies and gentlemen, is not just a car. This is an experience. Now, if I turn the car on with a button that's just here, foot on the clutch, foot on the brake, and there you go. No problems cold starting, no lights, no warnings on the dash, just that the fuel is low. So the media system, what can I tell you? Well, you've got radio here, and if you click on your band, you can see you've got DAB, FM and AM. You can also search for all your stations manually. Bluetooth, that is of course media streaming, anything like that. Spotify, you may be able to use Apple CarPlay, but I haven't yet tried that. Waze, any sort of media, your YouTube, you can stream that directly from Bluetooth. And of course, you can also use your phone as its normal purpose, and you can have all your contacts synced, and you can ring them and people directly at the touch of a button. Voice control, you would have to activate that with an activation key from one of your main dealers. I don't think it's expensive, but it's not something that comes as standard on these cars. Sat nav, really easy to use. Nice. It's only a small screen, but don't let that deter you. It doesn't mean that it's not really nice to see and really easy on the eye. You get all the information in there. It's a high enough contrast, it's a high enough resolution, but it's not distracting. And to be honest, it's a really good system. There are many other models on the market, not necessarily VW, alternate brands, and their sat-nav systems look good, but they're not really that good. This one, I'm pleased to say, is fantastic. You can also get traffic alerts just on here. If you click on your car, you can change all the different settings. So if you go on this, you can do your electronic stability, tyres, driver assistance. That shows you your adaptive cruise control, front assist, driver alert system, and passenger protection. Parking and manoeuvring, park pilot, so that will tell you where and how close the options are. In BMWs, it's park distance control. If I can click the button, that would be great. If I put this into reverse, that is your park pilot. So you can see it gives you just a location, and it gives you just almost, you know, a little wavelength as such. It gives you an indication of how close you are to the restrictions in front or behind you. So if we close that down, you've got lights, so you can set all your dynamic cornering lighting, which means when you turn the corner, your headlights will follow and they will turn to the left or the right to suit which way you're going. Interior lighting, coming home lighting, there's many different options on there. Opening and closing, time and date, service. So that is when your next service is due, just under a year. So there should be no maintenance required for the foreseeable future. I need to learn how to click a button because obviously I'm no good at it. If you click on menu, that'll bring up everything else. So you've got your app connect settings, radio, media, telephone, navigation, traffic, vehicle, app connect, CarNet, images, sound, and other setups. So if we click on app connect, you'd have to speak to your dealer, and that would give you Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Moving down here, we've got obviously the dual zone climate control. So what we can do, if we wanted that one on high and that one on low, you can see that the driver will be hot and the passenger will be cold. But for now, we're going to turn that off. We've got heated seating buttons just here, windscreen, and this will detect and direct as to where the air is blown onto the people, and air recirculation. Now moving down, we've got something that a lot of the guys may not recognise. This is of course a manual gearbox. Yep, that's right guys, it's a manual, it's a GTI. This has got the old school cool feel to it. On here you've got the drive select mode, in which you can change from eco, normal, sport and individual, and if you click on change you can adapt on this and configure your individual mode to exactly how you want it to give you the best driving experience. Now for me, I would have this in sport, which is more than enough. It gives you an uprated engine sound from interior in the cabin because it's got the Sound Couture synthesised noise system. But don't let that deter you. This thing sounds fantastic from within the cabin, and it sounds quite nice from exterior too. For me, a GTI is all about practicality and performance rolled into one, and the drive select button really does aid that. Here you've got auto start stop, which obviously when you come to a stop, your car will turn itself off and then turn it back on again to be as economical as it can be. Traction control off, and you've got your park pilot sensors just here. You've got an electronic parking brake and auto hold for the hill. And on here you've got your 12-volt charger where you can put in your phone and charge it on the move. Under here you've got a little bit further storage, and just under here as well you've got your USB and your auxiliary port and a little bit more storage. And here finally you've got your little drop down box where it would be ideal to put your SD card or anything of any other nature. Here you've got your automatic headlights, and inside the inlay here is almost a carbon effect. It's not carbon fibre, but it's got that real nice shimmering, almost 3D like texture to it that really does go nicely against the silver chrome and the plastic inlays just around. You can see a GTI is styled well, and that is something that has become synonymous with the brand. Mostly because of this, the Jacquard tartan cloth interior with the contrast red stitching. no marks on the bolsters, and it's been a staple piece of the GTI design since its first inception many years ago. An absolutely gorgeous seating design, one that really did set the trend and ensure that seating companies like Recaro and OMP are still in manufacture today, and everyone can have a slice of the pie and compete. On here you've got your electronically operated mirrors that do fold in, and they're also heated, and you've got your deadlock system here, and you've got your electric window control just there. So I'll show you the driver's seat as well. Again, same Jaccara tartan upholstery, no marks on the bolster, very comfortable sports seating, and of course it's not electronically operated, it is operated by the handle just under the chair. And we'll go into the rear now and we'll finally show you the last bit of this. There you go. I don't think this seating has actually ever been used, not a mark, not a crease, nothing on there. But if you did have children, it's ideal as it does contain Isofix. So that, in a nutshell, is our 2016 Golf GTI. And just remember, the car has been checked over thoroughly and conducted with our 128-point Emerald check prior to having the car on the forecourt and retailing. And that just means you know that you're buying from an award-winning dealership with the utmost reassurance, and it should mean no foreseeable maintenance in the future. If you have any questions on this regarding our extensive finance or part exchange options, or if you're just looking to get a good deal as a cash buy, then please do give us a call and we'll be happy to help. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll speak to you soon.